On April 3rd, 1974, my 2-year-old self was living with my family in Springfield, Ohio. I was sitting outside with my mother and brother when the phone rang inside. My mother went to answer, and it was my father giving us a warning that a very large tornado was heading towards Springfield, and we should take shelter immediately. My mother ran back outside, picked up my brother and I, and ran us back inside and into a closet, as we didn't have a basement. I remember the sky being green and yellow and hearing hail hit the house once we were inside. This is quite honestly my earliest memory I have. At this time, the EF5 tornado directly hit the town of Xenia, 20 miles away, but Springfield was spared. The Xenia tornado is historic in many different ways. It is still talked about in weather circles, and when one mentions Xenia, Ohio, the tornado is usually the first thing that is discussed. I wanted to know everything about this twister, and after 52 years, it was time to visit some of these places I have seen on film and in pictures. This is Xenia, Ohio, then and now, 52 years later. My grandfather took my family and I down to Xenia a few days after the storm to take a look at the damage and to see if there was anything that we could help with. I just remember seeing slabs where houses used to sit and nothing but plumbing sticking out of the ground.
So all these houses here were heavily damaged. Some of them, most of them, actually on this row here, I believe. A lot of them were taken down to the slab because of the tornado. And even though the tornado formed a couple miles behind me, right around here is where it's kind of ground zero, where everything really happened.
My second stop was to visit the exact spot where the famous Super 8mm film was shot by Bruce Boyd. This footage of the tornado is also historic and helped researchers understand that some tornadoes have multiple vortices in them, as the film shows.
Historic tornado footage, and this is the location where it was filmed. It was picking up all the debris and houses and stuff going through here into downtown Xenia.
I then made my way down to Main Street to compare what I have seen in pictures and film to what it looks like now.
And this is kind of the view that you see from the film of all the damage. Kind of. Here's the plaque, which includes everyone that was killed in the tornado, as well as these two National Guardsmen who were killed in a fire during cleanup and rescue. But I've been looking for this plaque for a long time. Oh, I've heard about it, seen photos, but never seen it in person until right now. Please come here to downtown Xenia and check it out for yourself and learn about the history of the tornado and how this amazing little town rebuilt. Really windy, so I don't know if you can hear me, but this clock tower suffered some damage in the tornado, but it didn't collapse or anything. But maybe I'm way off on this, but like the arms on the clock were blown away or broken or something. I remember that. I'll have to look at some older photos that I really haven't looked up detail about the clock, but I do remember that being partially damaged in a way.
Before I left town, I visited the Greene County Historical Society and was surprised to see so many pictures and artifacts from the storm. Catherine, who took me around the museum, lived in one of the subdivisions that was hit and remembers that tornado very well.
That washcloth came through that hole in the ceiling. Came through the roof and down. We never had a purple washcloth before that, so we knew it was from somebody else's house.
And there's the clock.
The clock hands.
The clock hands. I just did a video downtown when I looked for the plaque, and I remember the clock hands on one side of them, perhaps, they weren't there.
There were 4 sets, because it's 4.
Yeah, 4 sides.
We have a pair The Greene County Archives has a pair out on Ledbetter, and I don't know where the other two pair are.
But it's safe to say a pair fell off or something? Yeah. Okay, that's what I remember, it not having arms, the side of the face I saw, but right. That was the high school. This is another shot of just how devastating this was. This was the Arrowhead subdivision rather, that I drove through today. Just look at that. Just total devastation. Terrible.
When one looks up images from the Xenia tornado, they usually will see this one, the famous Xenia monster tearing through a neighborhood. This was taken at the now named Kettering Health Green Memorial Hospital. Thanks to the staff and security at the hospital, I was escorted into a stairwell and got a picture of what the area looks like now. I was unable to get the full view, but you get the idea. I can't thank everyone I met and talked with in Xenia enough. It's clear the scars of the tornado and others that have hit won't go away. Keeping the memory alive of what happened here for generations is important. Xenia in Greek means hospitality, and it clearly shows when visiting. To put it best, Xenia lives. Thank you for watching.